I'm Joe Padula.
And I'm Jared Stover.
And this is the local news you need to know. Absolutely.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. A year ago, huh?
1 year.
1 year, 1 day. We're going to react to the details of the deadly Clarksville tornado that hits on December 9th, 2023.
The deets.
And Screaming Eagle was right down the road from its path.
Right down the road, Joe.
That's crazy.
That right there, that picture, that is the church at the four-way stop, and that is that would have been the old power gas and water company place right there. So
Man.
If you go down there about 150 yards, 200 yards,
Yeah.
there's Screaming Eagle cigars. So I mean, if you'd like me to tell the story of what happened right at that moment, I mean, I absolutely tell you.
I'll tell you what, let's get into that. I put together a little video clip with the deets, as you say.
The deets.
Because I'll tell you what, I didn't realize how big it was, how long it was on the ground for here in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Long time.
The amount of damage, let alone the 4 lives lost.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into this. So, hey, before we do, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That's right, because we got the local news that you need to know. Yeah, and definitely be a part of the conversation. Let us know where you guys were, how you guys were impacted. I'm definitely down. Philip Winkler in the house, absolutely. John Doe, ask a great question here. Why aren't more homes built with tornado shelter? We're going to go into tornado-proofing houses as well, if there is such a thing. Here, let's take a look at the details of the deadly Clarksville tornado that did hit. Look at that. That thing was big, man. All right, here we go. Yeah, so it starts off with there was 7 actual tornadoes that hit Middle Tennessee that day. Clarksville definitely being hit the hardest.
On a rainy 66-degree December 9th, 2023 Saturday afternoon, 7 total tornadoes hit Middle Tennessee, killing 7 and injuring 92. The city of Clarksville was hit hardest. For an hour and 8 minutes, from 1:41 p.m. to 2:49 p.m., an EF3 tornado struck the 200,000 populated city with peak winds of 150 miles per hour, a max width of 600 yards, and a path length reaching 47.75 miles. That day, 4 lives were ended, 62 were injured, 1,711 homes were impacted, completely destroying 114 of them, while causing major damage to 268 homes and apartments.
Unreal.
In all, 1,974 residential sites, 58 commercial sites, and 3 public facilities were hit by the tornado. The tornado first touched down inside of Fort Campbell, just north of the Sabre Airfield, with mostly minor tree damage.
Chad, you know where Sabre Airfield is, right?
Yeah.
On Fort Campbell. So that's where it first touched down.
It's right up the roof of my house.
And then this path here, this is Fort Campbell Boulevard here, right here.
Yep.
And then, yeah, we're going to cover more of the path in just a moment, but man.
It quickly intensified as it crossed Walnut Grove Road and destroyed a building next to a church housing the Clarksville School of Fine Arts. The tornado then continued northeast and damaged dozens of homes in a neighborhood along Garrettsburg Road near Purple Heart Highway. The tornado then went through a heavily wooded neighborhood south of Britton Springs Road, where dozens of mobile and manufactured homes were destroyed.
Here it goes, guys. Tornado on the ground right in front of us. Clarksville, you guys need to be in your shelter. Huge power flashes. Huge power flashes. There's no sirens yet, guys. No sirens. Big tornado on the ground.
There, 78-year-old Penny Scroggins would later die from her injuries. The tornado crossed into another neighborhood, causing heavy damage in and near Eva Drive.
Did you hear sirens at Screaming Eagle Cigars?
No, we did not.
On Fort Campbell Boulevard, no sirens?
No.
Okay. Were your phones going off?
My phone did go off, yes.
Yeah. I was downtown at the time. Same thing. The phone was going off. But we heard sirens downtown.
I didn't hear a siren.
With several houses shifted off their foundations that were only attached with straight nails. The tornado then intensified to EF3,
Look at that.
140 miles per hour.
Oh my God.
You sure I can't get in it like a cow?
as it crossed Highway 41 and struck several commercial businesses, including a vacant fast food restaurant, a strip mall where only the interior remained, and destroyed Luigi's Pizza.
Yeah, Luigi's it's gone. Like, Jared, look at this thing. I can't believe nobody was killed in Luigi's Pizza.
Yeah, I believe they got into the cooler, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I believe they got into the cooler because
Wow.
it was work hours, so they were open.
Right.
But I do believe that they got into the cooler, from what I was told.
JQ in the comments. This is his neck of the woods, too. JQ, any damage?
Just east of Highway 41, north of Ringgold Road,
Could you imagine driving
another
through this?
neighborhood was struck with several homes sustaining significant damage. As the tornado continued northeast, this is where it strengthened further to EF3, reaching 150 miles per hour, destroying 4 two-story brick and vinyl siding homes on Henry Place Boulevard, where 3 people were killed in separate houses. 34-year-old Stephen Qua Hayes, 59-year-old Donna Allen, who was visiting from Florida, and 10-year-old Arlen Cody, who was taking cover with his sister. Debris was blown across the field towards West Creek Elementary School, where the school sustained roof damage. As the tornado crossed Peachers Mill Road, 24 brand new 2-story brick apartment homes were severely damaged, with roofs missing on at least a dozen of these structures. Dozens of more houses suffered significant roof damage along and near Needmore Road and Tiny Town Road. The tornado then crossed I-24 at Exit 1 Trenton Road, where numerous cedar trees were uprooted. Continuing across Tylertown Road, the tornado caused EF1 to EF2 roof and siding damage to dozens of homes across 3 neighborhoods before moving into Kentucky. In Todd and Logan County, with wind speeds of 125 miles per hour, Allensville was severely hit. Homes and businesses were damaged in multiple Kentucky cities, many with their roofs torn off. The final damage total in Clarksville was assessed at $62.4 million. Early next morning, Montgomery County Mayor Wes Golden addressed the community and nation about the life-changing disaster.
Well, right now, yesterday after the storm, we went to the Emergency Operations Center, spent most of the rest of the day there and a lot of the night working with all of our first responder agencies. We're still doing some search and rescue right now. We're heading to the scene here in just a minute. I'm going to pick up the city mayor, Mayor Joe Pitts, and we're going to head over there, do a complete scene survey this morning once daylight breaks. Right now, we're just trying to be with all those people who have lost so much and do everything we can for them. We have volunteer stations set up at multiple locations. Right now, there's just so many people struggling. We have emergency shelters set up at one of our high schools over at Northeast High School. Just trying to work with all those first responders and volunteers. And being here in a military community, volunteers is no shortage. Everybody here knows what it means to serve others and to serve their community. Well, being a military community, we're a community that pulls together, and we've done it before, and it's one of the things that we really love about Clarksville, Montgomery County. Right now, if everybody could keep us in their prayers, keep those families who have lost loved ones, lost their homes, and people who have been injured. There's also ways to give. One of our churches, Life Point Church, has set up lifepointchurch.tv is their website, and they're taking donations to help with all the people in need.
Know the signs of a tornado, like rotating funnel-shaped clouds, a loud roar, approaching clouds of debris, the color of the sky changing, and a strange quiet during or after a thunderstorm. Pay attention to weather reports in your area so you know when conditions may cause a tornado to form. Make a plan for taking shelter if a tornado does form in your area, including creating an emergency tornado safety kit with bottled water, non-perishable food, blankets, medical supplies, medication, a flashlight, a radio, a charged battery pack. Identify safe places to take shelter, which should have no windows, like a basement or an interior bathroom or hallway. Keep you and others around you safe.
Yeah, that was a crazy day. Crazy day. Deadly day.
Yeah, Joe, it sure was. I was watching.
So yeah, you guys are like this image right here. You guys are pretty much right behind where this video was being taken.
Yeah, about 150 yards.
And you had people in the cigar shop, I'm sure.
We did.
Okay. What'd you guys do? What was the plan?
So
Stand outside and take video?
So I'm watching because the tornado thing is going off in my pocket. The little button. I'm like, where?
Were you watching any storm like trackers on YouTube or anything?
No. Christy was storm tracking me, of course, because Christy said the weather's bad. I don't want you leaving. Because I was going downtown to look at. I drove downtown for something because we were just in building the brewery, and then what was that? Kings Bluff had gone out of business, so they had their equipment there still. So I was swinging by to see if they had some.
Right over there in University.
Yeah, right there. So we get back, and I'm looking. I see. I tell Sean because Sean's there and some customers and stuff. I'm like, "What is this?" If the power goes out, I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" So there ain't no damn tornado on the ground. I don't hear. There's nothing. I look out, and right across the street, behind where Grandpa's used to be, I see a bunch of leaves going in a circle.
Oh, not a good sign.
Not a good sign.
Not a good sign.
And I said, "Hey, Sean, get everybody in the fucking bathroom. The tornado's coming."
Uh-huh.
That's like I can see it right there. It's 100 yards away. And I was like, if it hits us, it's gonna tear this place apart because it's not a little one.
Yeah.
And so he's like, okay, so. We're watching, and I'm standing out there video, and I'm like, okay, cool. This is close, so we go inside. So everybody inside, close the door because it was so powerful. It was buckling the glass.
And like you said, no power at this point?
No power. Okay. No power. But I see it. I was like, turn. And I'll be damned if it didn't turn because it was right behind Grandpa's and turned left.
It is amazing how this thing goes left, goes right, goes up, over, back down.
Left. Wow. And it went left, and I could see it just going through stuff because it was tearing shit up. Tearing it up. And then I could see down the street that it was flipping everything, tearing shit apart. And then I was like, oh, okay, it's over, but it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. And
it's over for you, but it's still
us.
Going on. Like,
yeah, it's happening like when it was hitting right there. Because all it did was it come across the street and keep going some. It kept going because, it hit the Luigi's and whatnot and tore that down. The Burger King, that's the old Clarksville Glass and Water place. And, I mean,
the post office got hit pretty good.
Tore it up.
And then it made its way towards Tiny Town Road, cutting through where the three were killed. We saw the pictures of the three in a row that got killed in that neighborhood, including the 10-year-old kid. Yeah. And then jumped onto Tiny Town Road.
Yeah.
And like what Christy said in the comments, there's still houses that are missing roofs a year later. There's still houses that are not, I guess, not even, I don't even want to say the word fixed. There's still no roof.
No roof.
Why? Why is that?
So the insurance probably didn't like that. You never know who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
The insurance thing going. So.
And then it crossed over into while on Tiny Town Road, went towards Exit 1, I-24. It ripped apart the back end of O'Connor's, and then went into Kentucky from there, where it still wreaked havoc. But Philip Winkler says he moved to Florida and he got crap for it, but he goes, I'd rather deal with hurricanes. At least you can prepare better for it.
Sure, because there's at least so they can track. They're tracking it. So I mean, hurricane's going to hit then. Hurricane's going to hit there. Tornado. It's kind of like going to Vegas and playing slots. So it could hit any minute. You're like, wait a second. So the weather's bad. Maybe it's going to hit. Or you're at the craps table.
Yeah. We're in a tornado watch. It might hit.
It might.
Right.
You're like, bam, woo, snake eyes.
I never understood why a tornado watch is that's the, hey, you might get a tornado. And then a tornado warning is, hey, it's on the ground. I think it should be the other way around because you're watching the tornado. I don't know. It's not up to me, though. Scientists.
I just work here, Joe.
Yeah, I just say, hey, how you doing? Let's go to X, see the Clarksville tornado. And then we'll go to the weather.gov, where we go to the path here. Joe Quinters, almost every serious weather I've experienced in Clarksville has been in December. It's an interesting point. Because tornadoes, when you got warm winds going this way, you got cold winds going this way, it forms, and then, boom. So yeah, this is what got hit in Middle Tennessee. Madison got hit pretty hard. They had 3 deaths over in Madison, so making a total of 7 deaths. But yeah, Middle Tennessee got pretty hard here. But out of all of them, yeah, people forget too. The first tornado number 1, was in Indian Mound over there in Stewart County, and into Montgomery, which caused that Clarksville tornado.
So, strangely enough, where me and Christy live at in Indian Mound, Woodlawn area,
Man, tornadoes just like you.
No. So we've never been hit by a tornado.
Okay,
luckily,
good.
because of the river is so close that it changes the pressure and everything. So most things push past us, and or
Because of this river
it goes
right here?
away because the water. Yes, I mean things that come around. To me, it's totally different. So the tornado itself was not really. It didn't start hitting the ground around where me and Christy were.
Yeah, so here's the Cumberland River. See, I don't know much. I'm just a dummy. So I guess tornadoes don't like water. Then what's a cyclone?
A cyclone?
Isn't it like a? I thought that was like a tornado on water. I'm not even sure. But yeah, here's where it started in Indian Mound, right after the river. Boom. Hey, let's see what went on X here for Clarksville tornado.
All I know, my power was out at the shop for a week, and I was very pissed.
Yeah, you had no power for a week. There were some people that were out for a power for almost a month.
I know. I was still pissed because I was like, "This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. I want the shops should be open. This is we want to do this, and then it's bad today. No.
Well, I'm glad you still had a shop. That was good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Could you imagine driving in this thing? Look at this. Yeah. What would you do? Would you drive in this? Turn around?
Well, I mean, if that's happening around you,
Yeah.
obviously you're in the shit. Then I mean, so it's one of those things you pucker up and figure out what you're doing.
Okay, John Doe, you're right. A cyclone is a hurricane in the Asian Oceans. Okay.
If you can get away from it at that moment, I mean, you definitely want to get away from it. I mean, otherwise, hopefully you have good insurance. Make sure your seatbelt's on. You got your coffee cup is secured next to you.
Yeah.
You're so you don't want it going all over the place. And grab your phone
Man.
hope the ride is okay.
And invisibility in front of you. I mean, it's not good.
Oh, we know, Christy, that we did not lose power because you were stone texting me every 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah, she wouldn't leave you alone?
OMG.
Yeah, before we started recording today, weren't you complaining that she wouldn't leave you alone?
She was all over me that day. She was mad at me because I left the house. She was so mad at me.
Christy, he had to be there for others, okay? He had to take charge for others at the shop. Yeah, it's not a good thing to witness. Yeah, I watch. I think his name is Ryan on YouTube. He does storm tracking. Guys in the comment, what's the best one to watch on YouTube when the ish hits the fan? Because like what JQ said, Joe Quinder said, by the way, has a great blow up business.
She was very, very angry with me that day, Joe, and was very not nice to me when I got home.
Well, Christy, have some compassion, okay? Leave the guy alone. I got your back, Jared. I know she bullies you.
She is a bully.
But, oh, look at this, though. I mean, it's gone. How do you survive this?
That's catastrophic, Joe. Most of the time you don't survive that.
This is, and you're right. This is the section where the 10-year-old was killed. It's interesting because him and his sister were in a closet. Is what I think I got from the mother. We're in a closet, and he died, but she survived. And the neighbor, I believe, is where the that 68-year-old woman from Florida was visiting her son in the next house. Boom, gone. Like this literally the tornado just touches down on this house and just gets rid of it. So how do you tornado proof your house?
There's no such thing.
I see they figured out a way how to hurricane proof a house. They ratchet it down. Have you seen this? It's crazy.
I have seen that.
The ratchet straps.
It's weird.
It's bolted down, and then they hook these ratchet straps. Well, first they put this cover over the house, and then the ratchet straps all crisscrossing all over the house.
I mean, I suppose it worked. Their house didn't blow away, but the thing that you got to worry about with the hurricane is flooding.
Yeah, that's true too. You're right. Do we see this one? Yeah, we saw that one. Yeah, and then you just walk out of your house and you're like, oh boy, it's like a bomb went off. And all these people that need to change their batteries on the smoke detectors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, craziness. But there you go. There's some coverage of the details of that deadly Clarksville tornado. Yeah, about 48 miles on the ground.
It was a wild day.
600 yards wide.
It was not a good day, Jim. It was not a good day.
150 mile an hour winds. Crazy. Yeah. There was one story that I thought stood out. Did you hear about the
baby in the tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that, yeah.
The baby in the tree. In one of these trailer parks, these mobile homes.
And that's the future Mrs. Padula right there.
Oh, yes, Lydia Fielder. Yes. Lydia Fielder of WSMV News 4. Let's take a look.
This is what's left of the room where Sydney Moore was laying on top of her 1-year-old, shielding him from the tornado as her 4-month-old baby got sucked away and her mobile home demolished. Towering over the rubble of her mobile home and shadowing her crushed car, Sydney's kid's playpen is wrapped around a tree, a jarring reminder of how easily the tornado tossed their...
It's in the tree.
It is in the tree.
It's literally in the tree. Like there was a branch here and now there's a stub. And this baby holder, I don't know what it's called, is just sitting on this stump. That's absurd.
Reminder of how easily the tornado tossed their 4-month-old baby to the wind.
The roof came off first. The tip of the tornado came down and picked up the bassinet with my baby Lord in it. And he was the first thing to go up.
In his attempts to keep the bassinet inside, her boyfriend and father of her children was sucked up with it. At the same time, in the back bedroom, Sydney threw her body on top of their 1-year-old son, shielding him.
Literally, the moment I jumped on him, the walls collapsed.
Look, the kid's okay.
I was being really crushed. Like, I couldn't breathe.
The couple frantically searched through the rubble in the pouring rain for the infant.
Yeah, that's got to be a lot of pressure, that high speed of wind and that suction. That's got to be a lot of pressure.
I thought he was dead. I was pretty sure he was dead and we weren't going to be able to find him.
Then, a miracle. They found baby Lord alive with just a cut on his face.
What?
It looked like a little tree cradle.
Is the kid's name Lord? Is that what they just said?
Yes.
Oh. Interesting.
Lord alive with just a cut on his face.
It looked like a little tree cradle. He was just laying there.
The entire family survived. Now, as she walks back down to where her...
Look at this damage. How does someone survive this? Like this mobile home? You know what it looks like? It looks like the dumping ground by the homeless camp.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. But this was a home.
Now, as she walks back down to where her home used to be.
That's right, Van Canuto.
Sydney's recalling how she thought this would never happen to her family.
Everything could be taken like that. You better listen to the warnings. You better stay on top of the news.
The kids that she risked her life to save, sleeping peacefully tonight.
Yeah, so, who was it? John Doe said Reed Timmer is best tornado to follow on YouTube. These tornado guys are great. They really are. They give you real up-to-date, hey, here's what's going on. Here's where it is. Take cover if you're in this area. They're very good. I do respect them. I'll watch a couple of them now. Every time we get that warning, that watch. Yeah, so that's crazy about the baby and Lydia Fielder.
That she risked her life to save, sleeping peacefully tonight.
Like, those kids are what saved me. Like, they saved me from everything, and I don't know what I would have done without them.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news.
Yeah. There you go. Man. Yeah, Van Canuto. God wouldn't let Lord get hurt. That's right. That's crazy. I hope we don't have to deal with that again. I hope it's
absolutely.
I hope it's another long time, because the one that there was a couple in between, but the one in 1999 I wasn't here for. Were you here in '99 for?
No, I was at Fort Bragg.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry to hear that. And but yeah, the one in '99 that tore up downtown, which I believe is why the sirens were going off in downtown, because they definitely have a very good siren system downtown Clarksville, but not so much outside. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Hey, let me know, in Clarksville, did you guys hear any sirens going off? Because I hear a lot of people saying, no, I didn't hear a damn thing. But, does Clarksville need its own rescue mission? That's what one nonprofit is asking for.
Don't we have that already?
Yeah.
The Manna Cafe?
Manna Cafe, Loaves and Fishes. But I don't think they're 24/7.
So I definitely think that we should allocate resources to help the homeless and help for shelters, things like that, because, I mean, that's an important part of that's America, Joe. I mean, if we're going to take care of somebody, fucking take care of our own, all right?
Yeah.
Instead of sending all this money elsewhere, I mean, billions of dollars elsewhere.
You mean outside our borders?
Yeah, outside of the line.
What about the ones that come into our borders illegally? Should we give them money?
No.
Okay, but we could use the money here to help the people that are struggling here in Clarksville.
Yes, like this gentleman thinks we should do. I agree 100%.
It's a bad pause for that, man. But let's take a look.
Normally, the space serves as a church gymnasium, but anytime the temperature falls below 32 degrees, this space transforms into Montgomery County's only warming shelter.
And we did have some cold temperatures last week. Dude, 16 degrees?
We did. There's a need, and I mean, and it's not just druggies, things like that. I mean, there are mentally ill people that need help.
That's right.
So I mean, and it is our job to help those people. So why not?
Mm-hmm.
The men go from wall to wall.
This week, as the temperature has plunged.
If the temperature at night...
Oh, look, they get to play basketball and everything. That's awesome. I would love to play basketball with the homeless. Like, that'd be my volunteer.
Sure.
You know how some people hand out food and stuff? I'll be dribbling with them. I'm shooting hoops. Is that part of the detail? I'll volunteer.
I don't know, Joe, maybe.
I would school them. No blood, no foul. Sorry, pal.
So little Joe Padula is also basketball Padula?
Oh, they called me. You know how Larry Bird's middle name is Joe? Larry Joe Bird? They called me Joe Larry Padula.
Joe Larry Padula, huh?
Okay.
Forget about it.
It's going to be 32 or below, we open.
The number of beds at Clarksville Urban Ministries has surged.
If they have a pink sticker, they have identified that they want to stay another night.
They hosted 70 men and women without a place to call home Thursday night alone.
My husband said to me this morning, he said, "Where have you been?"
We first met Deborah Ashcraft earlier this year.
Hot pizza, guys!
When there was such a need for a warming shelter in Clarksville, she asked Madison Street United Methodist Church for permission to use their gym for an emergency space.
We need a building that we can have 24 hours a day.
But a year later, instead of more resources,
Salvation Army is under repair right now, so that takes away several beds.
They're now the only warming shelter left in Montgomery County.
More now than ever. Our homeless population is growing daily.
Deborah said,
well, what are we doing with the money, Joe? Where's the money going? Why aren't we taking care of that? Because we have a homeless population. If we don't like those unsightly homeless camps, we have to do something about that.
Well, Nashville, according to inside source of law enforcement that I have, multiple, Nashville is shipping their homeless up to Clarksville, dropping them off down at the bus center downtown. Nashville is busing their homeless because they got a huge problem down there in Music City. They are busing them here to Clarksville.
Well, I mean, so with size, I mean, you got to think that's the largest city in the state. Okay, that's state capital. Yes, they don't like the way it looks because it moves them out, but putting them here is not safe for them because, I mean, some of those people aren't mentally right. The population here is so heavily armed and military trained, things like that.
It's not going to end well for some.
It's not going to be safe for them because, I mean, it's a fuck around and find out community here, right? So
It pretty much is.
like, hey, homie, don't do that because, I mean, I don't know you, but I'll shoot you just the same.
Yeah, I'm here to defend my family.
That's right. So people will be safe. So, I mean, I think we should definitely have a mission. I definitely think there should be some resources allocated to that. And there should be, because we still got to do the right thing.
But we got to stop. I mean, go downtown and talk to the business owners down there, and they see new homeless people, new homeless faces on a weekly basis. We got to get to the bottom of this Nashville shipping homeless thing to Clarksville because that's not going to help.
No.
As the demand for space only continues to rise, which is why she thinks it's now time for Montgomery County to consider having their own rescue mission so people can stay no matter the temperature.
And I kind of just look at the weather forecast.
Just do me a favor. Don't build it downtown. You got to stop having them congregate to downtown. It really does affect these locally. Again, I'm not trying to be heartless here. I'm trying to have a good balance. A good balance. Because you got homeless guys just taking dumps in the middle of the friggin' sidewalk and in people's back property.
So, I mean, there is a limit. We're trying to give them a hand up, not a hand out.
That's right. That's right.
Because obviously some people will take advantage of things like this.
Well, what if they just want a handout?
Oh, you know, job placement, things like that. You know, there are resources for that the city has. But I mean,
I think there's a lot of drugs and mental illness
drugs and
involved.
mental illness. You know, that's it. You know, we don't want to put them in jail.
All right.
Because that's a resource taker. We want to make sure they can get better and get to be a part of society.
That was my thought of my buddy.
Absolutely.
And
But
kinda
your
gauge-
buddy, though, Joe, your buddy.
Yeah.
You know, when he gets out, is he going to be staying with you?
That's why we need to build this Montgomery County. That's why we need to bus him to Nashville.
Because he might want to wear a Joe suit.
No, that's not happening. That's not happening. What we should do is bus him back to Nashville.
Well, I mean, wouldn't we have to bus him back to Missouri since he walked here?
I don't know where he's
he
from.
He walked here to be part of Joe Padula's life.
God has a mission for him. I can't wait to see it happen.
I bet it was like.
I bet it's going to be good.
You've got a stalker, but it's not a crazy lady that you could probably end up marrying. It's a guy.
Yeah. Sorry. Had one of those too.
When I'm going to be open, there's some iffy days
She's
that
so
I have
cool.
to call a last-minute judgment.
She says the last
Here's the problem with Deborah. She's pretty good at trivia, okay? But it's like smart people trivia that she's good at. She's not good at regular people trivia. But I love Deborah. She's got a great heart.
I'm good at regular people trivia.
Yeah, I know you are. I know.
minute judgments make
You going to be there Tuesday? Tonight?
Tonight's Tuesday.
You going to be there?
No, see, Christy's sick, so Dad's going to be home. Christy's got like the flu, pneumonia, and
You got to be there next week, though.
Herpesiflex 10, something like that.
You got to be there for next week.
We'll try.
Christy's got to be there for next week.
We're going to try.
Christy, get rid of your the herpes. What? What does she have?
Herpesiflex 10.
Christy, I'll bring some vitamins. Get rid of that. That sounds terrible.
Days that I have to call a last-minute judgment.
She says the last-minute judgments make it hard to find volunteers and even harder when she has to turn people away.
Okay, the weather's going to be warm, so you have to leave, but you can come back. That's heartbreaking to me.
Ashcraft thinks a permanent rescue mission could allow them to give more resources to their guests and maybe even resolve their homelessness.
And just find out, what do you need? How can we help you?
Until then, Deborah will keep adding beds as the temperature drops.
Until we have something permanent, we're doing a Band-Aid effect for people. And
True.
That breaks my heart too.
He's so mean to me.
With photojournalist Devin Crawford, Chris Davis, News Channel 5.
Whatever. Nobody is mean to you.
Christy, I agree with you. He is mean. He just said you had herpes gonorrhea 12 or whatever. Which means you have it.
Hey, whatever.
Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. What do you think about our homeless situation here in Clarksville, Montgomery County? So this business owner asked the public for help after $70,000 worth of equipment was stolen in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Say it ain't so.
That's a lot of money for a...
No shit.
Let's take a look. Here's News Channel 5.
The owner of E&J Electric says it is tough to be calm during the storm, but he has faith that they will get through this.
For me, faith is more than just what I see or what I have.
Jacob Chinnis chooses to be calm when he could be extremely angry after his business trailer was stolen.
We usually keep this piece of equipment at my house, and then we pull the black trailer into here. Or
I hate to distract from the story, but did you see the dog taking a dump? Well, he's about to. He's sniffing a good spot. But this dog's about to take a dump. And that's a little person or a kid?
This piece of equipment at my house, and then we pull the black trailer into here. Or if not, that bucket truck that's outside, we usually put that in front of the trailer, hook it up to the trailer so nobody can take it.
And between the material and tools inside, Chinnis says the thief got away with more than $70,000 worth of equipment.
Anything Milwaukee, we had it, and it was all in there, from drills
Good
to
brand.
concrete saws to jackhammers to, simple little drills.
The theft happening on a day the family was gathering to give thanks.
You never think it'll happen to you. You always think like, man, that would suck.
Say it again?
That was preventable.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Lock up your shit. Everybody.
Wasn't it locked up?
He said this was the day that they never expected.
Saws to jackhammers to, simple little drills.
You're right, John.
Happening on a day the family was gathering to give
away.
thanks.
You ain't kidding.
You never think it'll happen to you. You always think like, man, that would suck.
Chinnis says despite the trailer having a tongue lock on it, thieves were able to remove it, find the insurance-issued tracker, and turn the surveillance camera away.
What? This is a pretty well-thought-out plan. Someone's been casing this joint. Inside job? Or just somebody just... I don't know, well-prepared.
Chinnis says the theft caused his employees to miss work, but thankfully, they've had some support from a nearby church.
Like LifePoint, we really give them a lot of gratitude.
Philip goes inside job, maybe.
They have really inspired us to do better for our community.
He doesn't know if he'll ever get his property back, but hopes other business owners take some advice from him.
To make sure you have your...
And these thieves, too, well, they got insurance. I can't stand when that's said. When you have to use your insurance, I mean... It costs more money to be insured. Your premiums are going to go up. It's a dumb argument for defending theft, by the way.
Stuff locked up, make sure there's a camera to where it's not accessible, to where they can't turn it. Maybe put better trackers in there, even Apple AirTags.
In Clarksville, Aaron Cantrell.
How'd they know to remove the trackers? How did they know where the AirTags were? Because it's a smart idea to have AirTags on your equipment.
So when you're talking about industrial theft, people... If you've done something like that, or you're in that kind of, I want to say business, or that kind those kind of things, you understand what they have, because there'd be a tracker in there, a geo tracker from the insurance, so that way it could always be tracked. That kind of shit, special locks and stuff, and they're smart. People are. This is not their first rodeo. If you're gonna steal something that's worth a lot of money,
if you're going to steal construction equipment,
you're talking grand larceny. You're talking about prison. You're real prison, for theft. So
like Bubba prison.
Yeah, like they don't want to go to jail for that. So they're smart. They understand what to do. Everything's online. So they tell you exactly what they're doing or how to overcome the stuff. And there you go, bam.
Do you use AirTags? I got to get into these things
all the time.
Yeah. Okay. AirTags for the car. I got to get. I want to get AirTags
Joe, I think your car's safe, Joe.
Well, just in case if people are into keyed cars, I got to make sure. People have that fetish. Some people are into cars that are keyed. So maybe I got to worry. I would like an AirTag on my.
Does it say cheater on yours or man whore or something like that?
No, it says F you. But the real word all the way through. From driver's side to all the way to the.
Or forget about
that.
She forget about it.
Forget about it. I don't know if it was her, to be honest with you. Okay? It could have been somebody else. It could have been a random somebody.
Joe, it was her. It was her, Joe.
Call me.
It was her. It's one of those lashing out. If you would have called her back the next day, she would have confessed, told you she'd fix it as long as you married her.
I probably would have.
I mean, Joe, you're getting older, right?
I probably would have.
Mama and Papa Padula are getting tired of you not producing.
They need a male heir.
There needs to be an heir to the Padula fortune, all right?
Yeah, instead of an error, they need an heir. Yes.
That's right.
Great. John Doe says, shouldn't call it insurance, call it in case shit happens. And if shit happens, you should get your money back. Ooh. Yeah, Philip Winkler, or tattoo their foreheads. Yeah, I'm on board. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Absolutely.
Right? Absolutely. We got a couple of runaways here. One of them's a teen. How do we find a runaway teen? Ever run away?
No.
No. I don't think I ran away. I walked away one time from an argument, but I never ran away.
Is joining the Army considered running away?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so I ran away.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Forever, though.
Yeah, that's right.
We're following a breaking news alert now. Police searching for a runaway teenager in Clarksville. Megan Fee is at the WKRN.com alert desk with a photo just in.
And Mikkel, good morning. Clarksville police say the 17-year-old girl was last seen around 10 p.m. back on December 1st at her home on Royster Lane. This is Lamaya Edmondson. She stands 5'4", weighs about 135 pounds, and as you see here, has black hair and brown eyes. If you've seen her or have any information, you're asked to call Clarksville police.
Now, was running away like an attention seeker, right? She's just looking for attention.
It could be. I don't know. That's a double-edged sword. You get into those kind of things. You don't know what's happening with that kid. So I don't know. Could be.
And Van Canuto comes to my defense here. He goes, my sister's car got keyed at a bar, and as we were leaving the parking lot, we saw a truck that looked exactly like hers. They keyed the wrong truck. See, my car probably got mistaken for somebody else's car. So thank you, Van, for sticking up for me on this one. John Doe, I run from my neighbor. So she's so ugly, so would make Stevie Wonder flinch. All right, now Clarksville's also looking for this missing man, by the way. This guy's missing. Here's WKRN News 2.
And in Clarksville, police need help finding a missing man. 48-year-old Stephen Wise is from Pulaski, but his last known location is Clarksville. His family says they have not heard from him since early November. If anyone sees Wise or know where he may be, please call 911 or your local police department.
Missing dude. That's when you got to worry. A 48-year-old missing man. You don't know what the hell's going on there.
See, you never know. The silver alert things, that's always, you never know, dude. It could be anything.
A man in custody is after locking himself inside of Montgomery County Church. Remember this going down last week? The guy that was at Life Point Church locked himself in the kitchen?
No.
Yeah, take a look. It was pretty wild for a little bit. This was on Friday, I believe.
A barricade situation in Clarksville ends in an arrest. According to the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, 35-year-old Jose Salvador Martinez locked himself in the pantry of the Life Point Church on Rossview Road. Well, it started after Martinez crashed his car nearby. Well, the circumstances for locking himself in the pantry are still being investigated. We're told he would not communicate with.
Yeah, so this guy crashes his car over there by Exit 8, Rossview Road area, the county side, and then leaves his car, runs into the church, and locks himself in the pantry in the church, and he wouldn't get out. So the staff at the church is like, hey, buddy, you all right? Well, how can we help? No. And so they call the cops, and the cops are like, hey, what are you doing in there, buddy? Come on out. And they had to break in and get him, but he wouldn't let him in. Crazy.
The circumstances for locking himself in the pantry are still being investigated. We're told he would not communicate with negotiators, and when deputies pushed the door open to attempt further contact, they say he became combative. The suspect was taken to a hospital for treatment. This is an active investigation and charges are pending.
Yeah, I can't wait for more updates on that one. Maybe you guys know something we don't know. What'd you hear? What is the tea? Right? They call it tea? Is that what they call gossip? I think that's what they call gossip. Yeah. What's the tea on Life Point Church, the guy breaking in there? Oh, look at this. APSU offering free tuition for some students ahead of fall 2025 semester. Free pantry? Free college? Free.
I saw this.
Yeah?
Stupid.
No. This is a good idea, isn't it?
So the point of college is to not be high school.
Okay, right.
Okay, so obviously you have to pay something for it.
But free. Nobody pays for it. The money comes from nowhere. It's just free, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it gets paid by somebody.
It comes from somewhere, Joe, always.
Always.
It's the money.
Let's take a look.
As we need to continue to address the question of a return on investment for higher education, is it worth sending my kid off to college? That answer has to be yes. And one of the components of that answer has to be making sure that our students, but then we need to make sure that after they cross that stage, that they can launch their careers and hit their life goals, whatever those might be.
This is a last dollar program that covers any remaining tuition and related educational fees after all other financial aid, scholarships, and grants have been applied. See the full list of requirements at WKRN.com.
They didn't give much information in that. WKRN gave no information on that. Okay, so what's the requirements to get free tuition?
So I think I saw the Clarksville Now thing. It didn't really go into the requirement, but it was stupid, and it was one of those things where it's gonna be amazing. Yeah.
Philip Winkler's a hell of a chef, by the way. He goes, the kitchen sounds poorly designed. It is. It's a church kitchen, right? Free college? I don't know. We do have a new playground coming to Clarksville.
Just what we need.
Yo, we gotta go. We gotta go check it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I can't call it a jungle gym anymore.
Why not?
I don't know. They said you can't call it a jungle gym anymore.
What do you call it?
Oh. I'm not allowed there anymore anyway.
Yeah. You got it. Is there like a restriction on you, Joe? Within 50 feet?
Yeah, I can't turn my light on Halloween. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's take a look at this new playground.
New playgrounds are opening in Clarksville
Phil,
on Monday. Two are coming to Dixon Park in the Brandon Hills area. They include equipment for both
Dixon Park? This is my neck of the woods, right?
Hills area. Monday, two are coming to Dixon Park in the Brandon Hills area. They include equipment for both young and older kids.
Older kids. I'm in. This is where that train is over there downtown. Hey, by the way, the drugs, best price at Dixon Park. Valley Brook says they have the best prices. No.
Well,
Dixon
Park has the best prices for drugs, by the way, just to give you an FYI.
Young and older kids. The playgrounds are part of $750,000 the city has spent to develop this area. Dixon Park is on South 10th Street. The ribbon cutting for the new playgrounds will be at 1:30 Monday afternoon.
I missed it. It was yesterday for the ribbon cutting. But I'm going to head down there. I'll climb all over. Listen, these kids, and here's the thing. I don't play around. If you're climbing up this thing and I'm behind you and you're too slow, I'm throwing you off. I don't have time.
I wouldn't be surprised, yeah. Assault, battery, things like that.
Yeah, but don't worry. See this? This is the fake grass with like the rubber underneath it. They'll bounce. They'll be all right. And don't get your leg stuck in here too. I'll just climb right over you. I don't care. I'm here to have fun.
Forget about it.
Yeah, forget about it. Don't ruin my good time. Loser kids. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Boom. We put the paint on the brush. So ArtLink, they're doing this gift wrapping fundraiser. Take all your presents, Because gift wrapping's the worst. It sucks. They're the best at it. Let them do the work for you. And all you got to do is donate something. You know, they don't even have a set amount. Like, I drop off every year about 20 presents for them to wrap. And all I have to do is give them 50 cents. It's amazing. It's amazing. They give me this look, but I go, what? You said make a donation. So I give them 2 quarters.
Where's that at?
That's at 98 Franklin Street, downtown. It's right by the... it's right on the corner there.
Hey, woman, do a snapshot of that, all right?
Yeah, Christy, this is a great thing. I'm telling you, I do it every year. I give them a bunch of bucks, you know, say, hey, thanks, I appreciate it. At least $2. But yeah, and the way that they wrap it, and I take credit for it, which is the best. When I drop off the gift, they go, wow, this is a great wrapping. I go, I know. Spent time on it for you. Yeah, you could take credit for their wrapping, and it's fantastic. Yeah, ArtLinkClarksville.com, 98 Franklin Street. Yeah, it's too easy.
ArtLink Maria picks her nose and saves the boogers in a jar. She's got a freaking problem.
You want to go horseback riding?
Have you been horseback riding, Joe?
It's been a long time.
I mean, you know, I know you're from Hoboken and whatnot, so, you know.
Well, the last time it was at Gate 10, MWR used to have the horses. And they took us out there one time, but those horses sucked. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. These horses, I hear nothing but great things. So yeah, I want to go do it. I want to pretend. I want to reenact Yellowstone scenes.
That sounds fun.
Yo, we should do that. Who can play Beth? Beth Dalton Padula. I'll find someone. We'll reenact.
Good idea, Joe.
Yeah, I'll do a Rip Beth scene. That's what I'll do. I haven't been watching Yellowstone, have you?
Of course.
Yeah? I kind of lost interest. You know,
you don't have a lot of free time, Joe. I mean, you're always doing something.
But I was really into Yellowstone. I really liked it. But Costner's dead now. Oh, spoiler alert, right? Costner's dead?
Oh, yeah, he's dead.
All right. His character, Dutton.
John Dutton.
John Dutton. He's done. They got to do a Rip spinoff, though, right?
You know, there's a lot of rumors about a Rip and Beth spinoff.
Yeah. That's my girl right there. She couldn't handle me. That little pushover.
Joe, she'd already keyed your car, all right? You've already had crazy, all right?
Let me tell you, I would have keyed her, all right?
You've already had I think a whole bunch of people on the show keyed her, all right?
Yeah, it's across from the Roxy. Very good, Christy. Christy knows. Yeah. The Art Link. Have you seen that Landman?
Excellent show.
Yo, I'm all in. I'm all in. Billy Bob Thornton. Mm-hmm. And how they just obliterate the woke people in this. It's about an independent oil company out of Texas. It is fantastic. And their interaction with the cartel. I mean, the opening scene was great. When he's sitting there with the thing over his head. Yeah, that was pretty good. And his daughter. What do you think about his daughter?
What about her?
What do you mean, what about her? What do you think about her?
I don't think anything about her, Joe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just asking, that's all. I think she's a great actress.
I pay no attention to his daughter. That's a waste of my time.
Okay. All right. I was just saying, she's a good actress. I think she's a very well-rounded character.
What do you think about it, Joe?
I think she's a well-rounded character.
That's great. It's great.
All right. I think she's got a lot of depth.
When you become unsingle, then maybe you'll have more of a thought. But I mean, you're as single as it gets. You know?
I just said my thoughts on her. That's all. I thought she's a well-rounded character with great depth. Yeah, that Landman is good though. I do like. I like Tulsa King.
Great show.
Oh yeah. What do you think's going to happen next season, season 3?
Don't know.
You think it's going to be a war in New York?
Well, I mean, they got rid of the guy that was the problem from New York. So,
yeah.
You know how about that goes. Like,
yeah, he's gone. And they took him out. Spoiler alerts. They took him out like you didn't even see it coming, right? The Kansas City mob boss.
That's it.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, Tulsa King's pretty good. I like that one.
Good one.
What else do I like? I started watching that Lioness. Yeah, it was good. And it's about this super soldier, female super soldier, who a CIA type group recruits her.
Yep.
It's too much.
Joe, I am so looking forward to some very nice changes to return to us in the next month.
Like it's good, but okay, really, she can do that to that guy?
So
do you know what I mean?
Let's talk about reality. Reality is, girls don't need to be in boys' sports. All right,
and boys don't need to be in girls' sports.
That's right.
Right.
I don't want to go in the ladies' bathroom. That's not my place. That's not my business. Being a soldier like that kind of operational stuff.
Yeah,
that's a men's sport.
No, but she's saving American lives.
It's great TV, Joe, but they do that, as you very well know. They do that because, that's so cool. Now, the reality of how many women could do that, 1 in 50 million.
One? You're going with one? How generous of you.
That's generous.
Christy could do it, though.
That's not her thing.
You know whose thing it is? Landman's son.
Son of Landman.
Yeah, the son of he's badass. He's pretty good.
Son of Landman.
I forget his name or whatever, the kid. But he's pretty badass on that show, Landman. He just got... Have you seen the latest episode?
Of course.
He got beat up pretty good, huh?
Because they're not going to kill him off. Obviously, it's too early in the show.
Yeah, they can't kill him off, though. But, I mean, all because he mowed the girl's lawn?
You know, I feel there's going to be some retribution showing up on that, Joe.
You think for that? Yeah.
There'll be a little bit of retribution. Yeah.
Yeah, especially, you know who it's going to be from? The foreman of that crew. I think he's going to be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's probably going to be some beatdown.
There might be. Or, I think even maybe firing. But they can't fire him. They need the men, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Landman's good. We should just do an all Landman podcast one day. Yeah.
Whatever, Joe.
And talk about his daughter.
That's all you. You're not going to catch me. It's just not going to happen.
How about, hey, they're back together again. Him and his ex-wife or whatever.
Yeah.
She's nice, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
Reminds me a lot of my ex-wife, and this is the reason why she's my ex-wife.
Oh, does she? Yeah, she's a little crazy.
A lot crazy.
Not
how she looks, okay? Because my ex-wife does not look like that.
She buys stuff on her ex-husband's credit card and
crazy.
Furnishes.
Yeah, just insane. Yeah.
All right. I think she's got a great personality. I think she's very thoughtful.
I don't know, Joe. I mean, yeah. When you find Mama Padula, you know the next iteration with Joe's wife.
I'm talking with her. We're hanging out and everything. It's great.
You're not single no more. You're dating.
I wouldn't say. I would like to be dating.
We need to do a podcast with that, Joe. Okay, the podcast.
You want me to bring her in?
Let's do the podcast with that. Like, hey, where are we going with Joe Padula? Right.
That's what I'm trying to get at here. You know, and I think she is the right one. Oh, I didn't tell you about this yet, huh? Notice I haven't been focusing on the reporters or anything?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, this nice lady. It's good people.
Is she real? She's not like a mannequin that you keep in your closet and stuff like that, Brandon.
She's not a mannequin.
This is Juniper. She's my friend, and you're having tea. And you're making her a plate of food.
She's not a mannequin. I have to blow her up, yes, but she's not a mannequin.
Oh Lord.
No, she's real flesh. She's good people. You know, she's got a good heart too, and a smart brain.
Where'd you meet her at?
I met her years ago, actually, where I was doing an event, and she was managing an event hall. So we've known each other for years.
Nice.
We're just
Nice. How old is she? How many kids she
got? She's got a couple kids. Yeah.
Is she ready for another kid though?
I think so. We've even had that discussion. Interesting, right?
One more, because Papa Padula is gonna cut you off at the knees. He's hey, I want there's got to be an heir to the throne,
and she's due for a boy.
Well, all right, that's
allegedly.
Allegedly,
potentially, we'll see. Who knows?
I like that, Joe. I hope that works out for you.
Me too. Me too.
Bring her on the show, and we'll just badger the hell out of her.
I think she can handle her own. She's very witty. Very witty.
Bring it on.
You know, and she's beautiful. And not that matters or anything. You know what I mean? No, it's not what I'm after. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll work out. You know, it's interesting. As soon as you start talking with someone and hanging out with someone, all of a sudden on these dating apps, which I got to get rid of. I'm done with these dating apps. But now all of a sudden, I wonder. It's like, because the phone's listening, you know what I mean? So now all of a sudden, I'm getting all of these super likes on me and whatever. Hey, you know, all these matches or whatever, with these people liking me. I wonder if they hear me talking and the apps are like, no, we need this kid's business. So let's start pushing him so much that he will start getting more likes, and maybe he'll decide not to leave the app. It's crazy, isn't it? It's just weird timing, that's all.
Are you on TikTok too, Joe?
I am on TikTok, yeah.
Is this live on TikTok right now?
Oh, no, we are not live on TikTok. I got to work out the aspect ratio. Right now we're filming in landscape, not portrait. And, yeah, we could go live on TikTok. I think, because we got about 20,000 followers on TikTok, so I think we meet the criteria. I just got to change up some things.
That's, you better do it before it gets cut.
It might, or it might get bought. TikTok USA might get bought. There's who's the guy from Shark Tank? James O'Leary. I think he's interested in buying TikTok US. So you can still have TikTok, but not with the Chinese algorithms. Pretty interesting.
That could work.
Or maybe Elon Musk. TikX. X-Talk. Oh, X-Talk would be great. Hey, tonight, you got to come on out. Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Trivia night tonight. You ready to play some trivia?
Yeah, Joe.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. No, John, don't. Let's give her a Rand Paul interrogation. No, don't interrogate this woman. Leave her alone. She's nice people. All right, here we go. Sports. So, I think it was Jared that sent me this and asked me to play this video. So, we'll see. There's a difference between men and women, right?
There's a difference.
Well, when it comes to marriage, it's the same thing. Here's the differences. Look at that. Oh, she caught that bouquet. Look at that. Isn't that impressive? Look at that, like, Odell Beckham Jr. catch. And here's the guys. Run! Get the fuck. Christy, you see that? From their helmet, name the NCAA football college. You think you could do this? It's NCAA.
I don't know, Joe. I'm not a big football fan, but hey, I can figure it out, I guess.
All right, here we go. Your first one.
Spartans. That's that's Michigan.
Which Michigan?
Michigan State or something like that.
You're going with Michigan State. Ladies and gentlemen, Michigan State. Nice job. Woo. Playing coy. All right, what about number 2?
Florida Seminoles.
All right, which Florida college, though?
Florida Seminoles.
Okay. I know it's the Florida Seminoles.
Florida State.
Boom! Boom. You're on fire. 2 for 2.
2.
Ooh. There's a big Y on their helmets.
Brigham Young.
You're going with Brigham Young, which used to be my motto. Brigham Young. But there's a big Y on this side of the helmet.
Could be Yale.
Could be Yale. Which one are you going to go with?
Let's go with Yale. Why not?
Oh, it's Brigham Young. Bring them young. Jedi mind tricks. Jedi mind tricks. Billy Toombs. What's up, Billy? How you doing? All right, number 4. It's a nice shiny gold helmet.
Don't know.
Come on. Oh, Billy said yellow also, by the way.
Don't know.
Maybe Billy can help you on this one. Shiny gold. Looks very lucky, too. Very lucky helmets.
Notre Dame?
Yeah, it does say Irish right there. That is Notre Dame. Very good. Okay. What about this gold helmet?
Oh, the West Point Army.
Boom! Yes! U.S. Military Academy, baby. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. And it's high, high, hey! The army's on its way, led by Strike. Count off the cadence loud and strong. 1, 2, 3. We go. You will always know that the Strike is rolling along. I don't like the new Army song. Did they change it back?
So they didn't change the Army song, they added a verse.
Yeah. I don't like the addition.
No, it's tough shit, Joe.
I hear you. How do we fix that?
You don't fix it.
It's not as good. You know what I mean? It's not as catchy. It's not as, hey. But hey, come out tonight, okay? Old Abe's Brewhouse Trivia Night. Let's pack the house. Yeah, we're going to have a good time. It always is. Always is. Yeah, I know the comments are late. I know. I don't know what that's about, Billy. I hear you. But we get them. We get them. Billy, come on out tonight. All right, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, the whole bit. Man, still an hour and 8 minutes. I thought we were. I was rushing through this one too. I thought we were going to make the hour. We just can't. Can't. But yeah, that tornado, man.
Crazy, Joe.
Yes, sir. And thanks for sharing your story of that day.
You got lucky and had somebody that was actually doing that.
Yeah. Crazy. Free tuition too, by the way. What's up, Joan? Joan, bad fires in Malibu that started last night. Oh no, again? Santa Ana winds 50 miles per hour. So sad to see the homes engulfed. I got to go check that out. We'll look into that tonight. All right, mission rescue. Yeah, I would like to see a permanent mission rescue here. All right, yeah, that's what we got to do. Just write back what is wrong. And then move along to the next one. And yes, Landman's Daughter. I'm Joe Padula.
And I'm Jared Stover.
And this is the local news you needed to know. Absolutely.